Hello, Internet. So, for those of you who have been following me for a while, know that I pretty much deleted everything in my YouTube. Since 2005, everything is gone. For the most part, there are like 4 videos that I kept around. Basically, I wanted to start over, and after I did that, I regretted it, which is kind of a thing that I do over and over and over again. I make a lot of stuff and then just delete it off the internet, and a lot of it I can never find anymore, and so like all the views are gone, all the comments are gone. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so basically this channel is supposed to be my personal stuff only. Like, it'll have vlogs and videos of me doing various things that I do, and then I have the other channels such as Kino, which is my horror channel, and Kino Films, which is where all my films that I make with a team of people will be. I'll still put like experimental stuff on this channel and on my Vimeo. And then I also have the Punk Equestrian, which, since I'm not riding right now, there's nothing going in there. Absolutely nothing. So it's kind of empty. But feel free to follow that if you really want to. I watch horse videos on it. Go figure. Anyway, so the sound in this video is not going to be up to par because for some reason I can't get this damn thing to work. Since I haven't made a video in maybe a year like this, I'm probably missing some drivers, and I don't know, there's been like 3 Mac updates since my last video, so I've got to deal with all that. But that makes this entirely useless. There, I wanted to do that anyway. So anyway, this video is just to catch you up on what I've been doing with my life up until 2015, probably starting around 2013. So, in 2013, I basically dropped out of my life and moved across the country to live and work on a horse farm. Yeah, that didn't last very long. It fell apart after about 3 months, and I've been staying with people that I met a week before that life fell apart. So, things have been fun for me. Since then, I have gradually been getting more and more active in the Seattle film community. I produced, directed, and wrote 2 short films for the 48-hour film project last year, Hangry and The Beasts of the Earth. You can see Hangry on YouTube, which I'll have the link down below, and The Beasts of the Earth is not available for the public. It screened twice and won the Best Sound Design Award at the film project, but right now it is being screened for potential film festivals, which would be awesome if it did get in. Anyway, after that, I graduated from Full Sail University's creative writing program, so now I'm an expert in writing for video games and films and television and everything else creative. I had a really fun project in my transmedia class. Well, actually the project wasn't fun because some people were stupid, but because it was a group project, you know, that kind of stuff doesn't always work out, especially in school. But, you know, I really like transmedia, and I think something like that might be happening eventually. Yeah, I got some ideas for that. So, I graduated valedictorian and advanced achiever because I am badass. Or something. I thought it was weird, but I'm happy. And basically now I'm just trying to figure out how to make a living from writing and film. Which, that's all that I wanted to do forever anyway, so fuck all that horse shit. Sorry if you're opposed to cussing. Which, if you're watching my channel, I don't think you should be. Anyway, 2015 has started. If I'm looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my notes, because there's stuff I want to talk about. Anyway, this year, my husband, Cucusaurus, also known as Christopher, we made a deal. Like, he has to read 3 books this year, 2 fiction and 1 nonfiction. He already read his first fiction, which was You by Carolyn Kepnes. Is that how you say her name? I don't know. But it's a really fun book, and I told him to read it. He also has to read Night Film, and then he has another book that he wants to read. And I have to finish 3 games. See, here's the thing. He doesn't read a whole lot. He likes to read, he just doesn't do it a lot. And I almost never finish a game. If I do, it takes me years. And it's not because games are too long. I like games that are really long. I like games that don't end. Like The Sims, World of Warcraft, just stuff that I can just be involved in forever. So I have to play games that actually have an end point, and I have to finish them. And I haven't entirely decided which ones I want to be. It has to be like at least 2 computer games, which my PC broke, so I have to play them on my Mac, which really sucks. I hate playing games on Mac. I hate it. And then a non-PC game, which, because all my shit is still in Ohio 2 years later because I don't have my own fucking place to live, it's gonna be on my Vita, which I have a couple games on the Vita that are okay. Like, I have Assassin's Creed, but I've been playing this really dumb game for the past few days called Fat Princess. It's like one of those stupid Bejeweled games, is that what that is? I don't know. It's like you match gems and then dudes fight, and there's a fat princess and there's cake. I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of dumb. Kind of regret talking about it. So I've been playing that, and I'll probably finish Outlast, and I'll probably make an entire video of me playing Outlast as soon as I get my microphone working and my entire setup here ready to go. And I will do that because I think, did the sequel come out or is it coming out? I'm so behind on everything. I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Anyway, so in January I read a bunch of mostly graphic novels. I read 2 of the iZombie graphic novels. I read Mouse Part 2. And I read Sinner by Maggie Stiefvater. I started reading World War Z again as part of my Book Riot's Read Harder challenge, because that's supposed to be my book written by a man, because it's supposed to be the opposite gender of me, and that's my book written by a man. And World War Z, I just can't get into it. It's not that it's written poorly or anything. Like, I'll read it in little snippets, and then I'll just get distracted by something better, like what I'm reading now, Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, because I am 20 years behind on reading his story, and I have only watched the first episode of the show. I'm kind of avoiding watching the show. And so yeah, I'm reading that now. I lost my train of thought. I have no idea what I was saying about it. Anyway, so I'm doing the Book Riot's Read Harder challenge, which I'll do videos on. And I'm trying to read 52 books this year. Last year I was trying to read 24 or 25, and I read like 30. So this year I'm gonna step it up. I've been watching a bunch of shows. I've been watching The 100 with a friend of mine, also my film editor on my team, and been watching Parasite the Maxim on Crunchyroll, along with like this really strange show. It's kind of like a comedy it's It's about bullying. It's called Back to School at 35. I hang out on Crunchyroll all the time. If you want to friend me on there, feel free. And of course, I'm watching The Walking Dead now that that's back on. And I watched, of course, American Horror Story. Find all my friends on there and watch friends' feeds of people pissed off because they're still not on that show. Anyway, whatever. Also, I've been learning Japanese, which technically I've been learning Japanese for like the past 5 years, but this year I've decided I am doing it. I am going to learn Japanese, and I finally have the kana memorized, and I can read like hiragana and katakana. Not really getting kanji yet. I can count. I'm getting better. And I know a few phrases, words, a couple sentences. But it's getting there. And I have been working on a screenplay that is not for a 48-hour film. Actually, I have like 10 screenplays that I'm working on. I've got a couple features that I'm playing with. And I didn't really want my next film to be another short film. But that's kind of what I'm writing, unless it turns into a feature. And if it does, that'll be weird. Because it's very strange. But since I'm out of school, I'm kind of not giving any mercy to the audience anymore. Because Full Sail kind of had this rule where you couldn't be like too graphic or too anything. It's like they really wanted you to be like on the light side of PG-13, and I'm like, I like a little bit stuff that's rated R, a little close to NC-17, but I don't really like the sex stuff. I like the violent stuff, so whatever. Anyway, and coming up, I will be on a podcast / radio show called Sessions of She, which features women in their industries and stuff. Which sounds really cool, and I thought I would do it, and I'm recording that with them in 2 weeks, and I don't have an air date yet, but when I do, I will make a video, say, hey, I'm going to be on blah 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 blah, and I'll have more details about what it's about and what the show is much later. Anyway, that's it for today. That's all my notes of all that I wanted to talk about. So, bye. I'm gonna go eat some ramen.